Alright guys, welcome to the aspect of this tutorial. Now today's tutorial we shall be looking at the CorelDRAW tools plus. In our previous tutorial we have been able to cover from the pick tool to the aspect of the rectangular toolbar, the graphical and the rest of them. So in this today's tutorial we shall be looking at the interactive tools plus, the interactive shadow tool, the interactive transparency tool downward. So make sure you watch to the end of this video, and when you do, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. And for the new users who are watching our video for the first time, this channel is all about the use of tech, how we do graphic design using CorelDRAW, Photoshop and the new trend on how you grow your YouTube. So if you are a part of this content, make sure you subscribe to our channel to get updates on all this topic and much more. Do well to share to your friends and loved ones to also benefit from this tutorial. We love you all. Okay, we'll continue from where we left off in the previous episode. If you have not watched from the beginning, make sure you check our previous video so that you can get access to how we get this effect started. So this effect is called the Extrude Tool, of which we have dragged it already on this aspect for those of us that follow from the previous class. So we need to go to this effect menu, which will look for that Extrude we use. This is Extrude. We are going to launch it so that we'll be able to edit it well. Now when you launch it, we are going to go to this, look for where you see extrude color. This is the extrude color. So you can see extrude color, the color of the extrude effect. Remember our text is navy blue and the color of the extrude is navy blue, so we will not get to understand the text or know what is written there or see the effect well if the text color and the extrude, the effect color, they are the same. So we need to select not drape face, but not use object fill, but use solid fill. So in the solid fill, we are going to maybe lighten or darken the color. Let's say we are going to use let's leave this color. I'm going to use this color, but in terms of our text now, let's use lighter color on the text. Let's come back. Now we can zoom this work out, zoom this text out. Let's zoom the text so that we'll be able to edit it well. Now let's go back to this extrude the way we drag. We can return it back a bit. And do something like this. Make this drag down or reduce it. It's all our choice. So the next thing here, we can come to this extrude rotation. If you don't know how to set the effect well, you can turn this thing a bit. You will see how the text will turn here. If you don't know how to manually set it on your own, you can set it from that aspect there and it will draw it for you as the case may be. Okay, so the next thing is the extrude light. If you want to add light to make the whole of all this in blend, you can go to the extrude light, which you can click. This is one of the lights. You can add lights too. You can use the three of the light together, but sometimes when you use the whole light together, it does not make any sense. So let me undo to the previous one we have before. Is let me press on this, press this. Okay, you can see the three, having the three light at the same time is not that okay, so we have to remove the light 3. Maybe really light 1. You can use only 2, you can use only 1. So it all depends on what you want to do. So that is that on the Extrude Tool. It is more better when you use it on a singular
word than using it in a full line, like in a full paragraph or a full phrase or sentence. So that is the Extrude Tool. Now we are going to move to the next aspect of the tool, which we have the block shadow. The block shadow is also used for adding of shadow to our text or objects. Now we can click here like this. Alright, when you click on the block shadow, you are going to drag on the text like this. When you drag on the text, you are going to set the direction. Let me see. Let me click on the text. Let me undo. Now we are going to move out this thing out. How do we want it? The space we want it to be taken out. If you carefully do it, it normally brings a 3D aspect of text. You can see the reason why it is called block shadow. Instead of the normal shadow we have, you see this one come in form of a thick color, which you will be able to arrange. You can arrange it the way it suits you, depend on how well you can use it. I have to take it down a bit. Let me take it up a bit. You can see you can take it to the front side to be like this. So it is called the block shadow tool. And the next aspect we are going to use is a transparency tool. The transparency tool is used to reduce the color percentage of a text or an object. Now for instance, now if I have to reduce, maybe let me import an image. Let me bring an image into this aspect. Okay, let me use other these documents. Let me import an image. Let's say for instance, now I have to bring this image to CorelDRAW as it is. Let's say I want to use this in a design. I want to reduce the color percentage, or maybe let's assume, let me draw a background. I most design normally see image as if it's inside the background. This is how we do it. For instance, now let me bring that picture outside. Let me bring it outside. Now how do I reduce the color percentage of this? By clicking the transparency tool, dragging on that object you want to reduce. If you want the up to be showing and the down not to show, you can take this thing down. You can see from the down it's not showing, but if it is uniform for all of them to enter, you click on uniform transparency, which you are going to increase the percentage of the transparency. How do you want it to be transparent? You can see this image have entered as if it is inside the background because I have reduced the color percentage. It also applicable to text. It is also applicable to text. So I can put my text here, but because if I apply transparency tool, let's assume I put it on uniform, see the text entering the background. So it is called the transparency tool. And the next is the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool is used to pick color. Before I use that, let me have to undo whatever thing and effect I have done, so that I can pick color for this image. Now this is the image here. Let me type text. For instance, I want to pick a color from this image. I want to pick color for this image and fill this this text with it. How do I do it? Is with the eyedropper tool. I can pick the eyedropper tool, go to wherever place I want to copy the color. Once the preview of the color show, you click, then it will ask you where did you want to paste this color. You click on whether it's text, whether it's object you want to paste it, to click, it will paste the copied color. As simple as that. So that is the work of the eyedropper tool. It helps to copy and fill color. Now the next one is the interactive fill tool. The interactive fill tool helps us to add 2 or more color. It helps us to add 2 or more color. Now for us to add this 2 or more color, to separate the 2 or more color editing, we have to go to this fill by double clicking, which we have to select 2 color, not our solid fill but uniform fill. We have to select 2 different color in this aspect. So I have to click this aspect, select maybe red, silver color, then I click OK. Then I can double click here to add more color. Follow, I double click here to add more color mode. I see okay, so far we have about 7 different color here. When you come back here and click this interactive fill, you see the color aspect, which you can change this. Maybe you can change this to maybe something like this. You can change this maybe something of this nature. With this can also be changed to something like this, and this can be changed to something like this. You can see the way I mix the color. This with the help of the interactive fill tool, that this icon for changing all this color will show. I can also rotate this color, take this one here, turn this one to this aspect, so bring this thing down here like this. I have the whole color fill here. I can double click to delete, double click to delete anyone, double click to delete. You can see so far so good. I have just how many color. So it is the work of the interactive fill tool to help you to set color and also arrange this color. I can overlay this on yourself, or I can do something of this nature. So it is a transparency tool that helps you to mix the color, arrange it whatsoever way you want to mix arrange it. So that is that on that aspect. The next one we have in that regard is a mesh fill. The mesh fill helps you to add a lot of color, 2 or more color in a text or object. Selecting this navy blue object as a case study, you are going to click here, which you will see when you click the mesh will apply. Now in this place, I'm going to ask, I want to draw more of the mesh, so I'll type 77. Then the color aspect, I also want it to be, let's say 77 by 77. Click enter. Now you see that the mesh now have been changed. The mesh have changed, so you can see how they are many now. So if I want the color to be on the line only, I'll just have to select the line. Sorry, just have to highlight only the line, for instance. Then maybe I want white color, I want to make an illustration of cross, so maybe can see that. Then I select white. You see, if I drop it now, you see the illustration on the shape. But if you want to color the inside, as you have divided, this in each place replace color. As you have divided this place now, each place replace color, which you can click and draw maybe yellow. Select any of inside the box, you can put any color of your choice. As you have divided this in any of all this place now is for color. If you click outline, you can also give it color. It's all your choice. You can give it the color, any color. You can say I've given it color there. So all this place now, you can add tons of color, millions of color to your background or to that image or to that text you are applying the merge fill. Also, that is a work of the merge fill. So I can delete all the whole node or whatsoever which I have here. I can clear merge and everything on it will be clear. The shape will return back to the normal shape. Now the next one is the smart fill. The smart fill help us in filling of color, fill and outline color. For instance, I want to change the color of this shape. I can come here to say if I want outline, I can say maybe let the outline be red, let the fill, let's say the fill is this color. You just have to come and click the object. After you have set, you see the color have changed. So that is the work of the smart fill tool. So make sure you stay tuned. Check our next video for continuation of this tutorial. Like I said before,
if you have been watching our video, if this is your first time of watching our video, you just come across our video for the first time and you have not subscribed, if you got value for any of our video or the video you are currently watching now, please subscribe. That is the only way you can encourage us to put more effort and have more content which we believe you will benefit better. So please subscribe. It is free. You don't need to pay money. Just hit the subscription button, turn on the notification bell so that whenever we have any content you will be notified. And as you do, God bless you.
So we are through with the tools box and the menu bar. We shall be taking step by step on how to do design, advanced, from basic to advanced, how to use this thing to get your design done. Thank you. I love you.
For all our old-time viewer or the new viewer, if you have been watching our content to this extent and you watch to the end, make sure you check the next part of this video for continuation. Or if this is the first video in this graphic design journey that you are just watching, make sure you check our previous video from the beginning of the class or the tutorial so that you understand it. And as you do, make sure you subscribe. Thank you.